Like to add my comments to his. We're certainly discussing probably one of the most deadly serious issues that I've been a part of since being in the Congress. And I must start by just expressing my respect for the senators who are proposing this resolution. I know their intent is good. They have heartfelt concerns about what we're doing. But what I'd like to do is just remind all of us that our role here is a role of being leaders, not just being critics. As elected officials, we know what it's like to have critics second-guess all the decisions we make. But our job as senators is to be leaders. And to be leaders, we have to make good decisions. And if we make good decisions, we have to know what our real choices are. And I'm afraid those who are proposing this resolution are not considering the real choices. Because we can keep the status quo, we can withdraw and be defeated, or we can continue until we win and accomplish our goals in Iraq. This resolution is a resolution of defeat and disgrace. There's no other way it could come out. That is the choice that they're making. That is the decision they're making, because we know if we withdraw and leave this to the Iraqis when they're not ready, that we will lose all. And not only will we be disgraced as a nation, but we'll have probably the biggest catastrophe, human catastrophe, as well as just the political catastrophe in the Middle East that's going to occur. We have to discuss the real implications of that choice. I oppose this resolution because it does not support our mission, it does not support success, and it makes the decision for defeat. Real leaders would come up with a plan of action that they follow through on. And whether we agree with the President or not, he has put a plan on the table, and he intends to follow through on it with all the advice that he can get from his military people. Our role is not just to criticize that, but if we don't agree, is to come up with another plan, propose it, and our responsibility is to sell it to the American people, not just to criticize, not to come up with resolutions that don't mean anything, intended to embarrass the President, but what it really does is deteriorate the morale of our troops. I know we're frustrated with this war, and the fear of failure is all around us, but we cannot digress into being critics in this body. Our job is to lead. I just want to leave the Senate with some comments from the soldiers. And I know other senators have called parents whose soldiers or sons and daughters have been killed. I have not had one that told me to get out of Iraq. I've had a lot of them tell me when. That's how to honor the sacrifice, is when. Specialist Peter Manna. If they don't think we're doing a good job, everything we've done here is all in vain. And we've got a number of these, but I don't have time to read them all. But Sergeant Manuel Sahagan, he said, one thing I don't like is when people back home say they support the troops, but they don't support the war. If they're going to support us all the way. Americans are not against this war. They are against losing. And they need to know that we can win it. General Petraeus, the best general that we've got, we've just approved, confirmed here in the Senate, has told us that we can succeed with the President's plan. This is our last best hope to leave Iraq as a free democracy and to help stabilize the Middle East. The other choice is defeat and disgrace. I just call on all my Senate colleagues not to support this resolution and to act as leaders, to put forward a plan or support the one that the President has put forth. And I yield back. I yield the floor and reserve the balance of time.